Welcome to another episode of the Hall Bros podcast. This your boy Dev,
It's your boy L.
and we're gonna do a rewatch of one of the most popular seasons, one of my favorite seasons of all time. Inferno,
One of our favorite seasons. Fuck that.
one of our favorite seasons of all time, Inferno 2. So we're gonna do a season recap. We're gonna do 2 episodes at a time. So we're gonna do the first 2 episodes today. I haven't seen this shit in years, but
Oh, is it
watching
years
it
for you?
again, yeah, watching it again, it all came back to me like
As
I seen it
soon
yesterday,
as it
bro.
started playing, like soon as shit would happen, bang, it would all pop into my head.
Yeah, so I love this shit, man. We can start. So we can start off with the cast
Yeah, we can start
for
with
the
the
Inferno
cast.
2. One
Let's
of the
go like
best
this.
casts of all time.
Yeah, small and good. Like it's maybe like
Everybody, no dead weight,
not
bro.
everybody, not everybody. There's some dead weight.
Who? All right, let me go through the names. So
No,
it was
I'll
good
go.
guys.
No, let me do it. We'll do the badasses first. So for
Go
them,
ahead.
the badass males, we got CT,
Uh-huh.
Derek, Abe, Dan, and Karamo. Karamo's the one dud for me on the male side over there.
Really? What's wrong with Karan? He was all right. I mean, as a competitor wise, nah, he not it.
I'm
But he
talking
brought
about
some.
competitor wise.
Oh, I was talking about overall entertainment value. But go ahead, go
And
ahead.
also let's give a big up to Karamo because he got a talk show starting this fall
Yeah,
on
it's on show.
CBS or Fox, one of those. So
You
let's give
gonna
it up
watch
to no. But I don't watch much.
it?
I don't watch a lot of like daytime talk shows.
Yeah, me either. That shit's for the birds.
But for the women, we got the Queen V,
Queen V, shout
Rachel,
out to Queen V.
Rachel, and Tina, the mean girl.
My queen, my Tina, shout out to Tina, who was looking right, by the way. Check on her Instagram. She was at the VMAs. I was
I
like, man,
saw.
I told you, top 5.
Ah,
Easy. I'm telling you, man, top 5. But the Mean Girls were the highlight. But who else we
and
got on there?
we rounded out with not Rachel, damn. I'm thinking about them. We rounded out with Tanya and Beth.
That's a pretty
And
solid cast, man. Pretty solid
entertainment
team.
wise, Beth up here. Competition wise,
She down
down
there.
here.
She down
So that's
there.
the dud for them. For the guys cast, we got my boy Mike, the Goat
Shot.
Darrell.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brad,
Brad.
John, who's the
John.
weak link for the guys.
Landon.
And Lando Commando is the last one for the guys.
That's
Now,
a solid team, bro.
solid
Like,
team.
god damn.
And for the girls, we got Jamie, Shavonda, who was cute. I could have put her on my list, but forgot.
I was thinking that too. She's not bad looking. Nah, she wouldn't have made my list though. She wouldn't have made my list. She just plain
She could squeeze in a 10 or honorable mention. She cute as hell.
I don't
Especially
know,
because I watched her Real World season last year again, and she was cute as hell. But
bro. About all that, bro.
Shavonda, Jamie, Jody, who normally is up there, but
I don't know what happened. We'll get to that. And then Robin, you forgot Robin.
Robin. But for me, Jody is like how Abe was. Great competitor when they're like focused and paying attention, but too many mental mistakes that fuck shit up.
Did you say Julie too?
Not Julie. I said Jody.
Oh, Jody. All right. Yeah. Yeah, her mental game wasn't.
And she would always fuck up on some easy shit. Like we'll get to it later in the season, but we know how her story ends.
Yeah. She wasn't bad on All Stars though.
Nah, she wasn't bad her last
season. I mean, it was partners, but she won the duel, right? Duel 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1.
I think it was 1. Yeah. So she's alright. But going into it, after revealing the cast, what'd you think watching it? Like, who'd you think was gonna win? Who are you rooting for, and who'd you think was gonna win?
Initially, first thing I remember was I missed those fucking intros that they used to do, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Them little dumb cheesy ass shit used to be funny as hell.
Yeah.
But
that one was fire though. I don't even think it was cheesy. That one was fire. The Inferno
The
2
cheesy
one.
ones, I'm thinking like when they did like the tribal dance on one, and then they was coming out the ground on another one.
Yeah,
And
nah,
you remember that Gauntlet one? Like I still remember the song from the Gauntlet. Like
Oh yeah, that song's trash. That
it's
song is
trash, but
trash.
it's stuck. But it's stuck in my
But
head.
I
All right,
like
but
the
nah, you
Inferno
know
one.
me,
Inferno 2 one.
Darrell. I'm always rooting for Darrell off the
Say
bat.
I was rooting for the
Number
road
one.
rules. I was rooting for road, but I thought the badasses guys were like better. So I kind of thought they had the little advantage. Think about it. You got Abe.
Oh, but
well,
at that time, Abe was still making a lot of mental mistakes and just fucking up on
actually,
dumb shit.
that's true. It's pretty even. It's pretty even.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty even.
'Cause
But the girls on
Landy,
the badasses was way better. They were way better. You got Rachel, Veronica, Veronica's in, Tina's in, Tanya's
but once again,
okay.
they seem better. But when we get to the final, are they
Yeah,
really that much better?
but we gonna get to it. But it's a reason why the good guys was. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But I thought I was rooting for Road Rules. I thought they would win, even though the
No.
badasses
You
had a
can't
strong
root for
team.
road rules. You got to pick who is you, good guys or badass.
Oh, my fault. I was rooting for good guys. Good guys, because of Darrell. That's it. There's just no. He was the only black guy on it. Oh, nah, Karama. But Darrell was my guy. So wherever he went, I went. So, yeah, man, I was rooting for Darrell hard.
All the time. Me too. But, all right. Not much happened. But after that, we pretty much, everybody, like, they got their rooms and shit. The girls had some arguments. They went back to the season before, which was what, Battle of the Sexes 2. And Tanya and Tina had their little dust up.
Yeah.
So they was trying to be calm and peaceful about it. But we go right into the first challenge.
What's it called? Surf torture?
Surf tough.
It wasn't surf torture? Yeah, I think it was surf torture.
Yeah, it was surf torture. And I think Dave Mirra was still hosting the challenge at this point.
R.I.P. Dave Mirra.
Yeah, R.I.P. But yeah, so it was pretty much what, like Simon Says, like a little drill. Not Simon Says, but it was pretty much just
they had to do drills.
Like
and that shit, they were in pairs. That shit is hard. Like I work out a little bit, even some of them shits. I was like, I can't do them shits, bro. They had to do the wheelbarrows, the log lifts,
and the worst part was it was on sand.
Yeah, flooded kicks, all that.
Yeah, but for the team on the badasses, we got CT and Rachel, Tanya and Beth, Derek, Abe, Veronica, Tina, Karamo, and Dan. For the good guys, we got Brad and Robin, Jamie Shavonda, Ms. Landon, Jody Darrell, and John Julie. Now, both groups had the same strategy. They only really needed one team to win, so they put all the eggs in the basket of one team. And
which I thought was kind of stupid.
Why? I didn't think it was that stupid because that's
don't use one team. Try to use two teams. Like try to make two good teams and then two trash teams. Because you don't know like what somebody can do. They may look strong, but what if they suck? What if they got out first? And then you put all your, like the Gauntlet 2 shit. They put all their eggs in one basket. Then they lose that shit. Then it's over.
But that was some crap shoot. Oh, let's see if we can eat this shit fast. This is just nothing but doing physical activity. You know the Miz is in shape.
Yeah,
you know Landon is in shape. So they going good.
I take that back. It's not extremely dumb. I just would have tried to make another strong team with it.
But that's what other strong team could you have done?
Fuck, put Brad and Darrell. And then figure the other shit out. Yeah.
And I think Brad and Darrell might have worked out better because the problem with Miz and Landon was they were just too big. Miz was big as shit. Like Abe said, he just looked like fucking Godzilla trying to run through Tokyo. Just going through the city. But that's
the first thing I thought of. I was like, why didn't they just put Brad and Darrell?
I thought they would do that too.
I don't know why they did that. And then for the other guys, I would have put who won? Was it? I would have put Derek. I would have put Derek and Dan. Who was Derek's partner?
Derek and Abe won.
They were no. I'm sorry. I would have put who was Tanya's partner? Tanya
No,
had
bet,
somebody.
bet.
Shit.
You was
Matter of
losing.
fact, yeah,
Whoever was with
they
Beth
had
was
a
losing.
yeah, they had a good strategy then. They were
But
fine.
stamina-wise, Tanya isn't bad stamina-wise. I would have kind of tried to pair with somebody else. With Beth, like she said, that's like saying, all right, you losing, bitch, so you ain't even worried about you. Just like be
Yeah.
over it. But I forgot the order in, but at the end it comes down to what? Like the two main teams, Landon and what? Landon and Miz against Derek and Abe.
And who?
Derek and Abe and Miz and Landon.
I thought it was. Oh yeah. Nah. You're right. You're right. I forgot CT was with Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that was tough. I thought I thought the good guys would win that one, but the badasses pulled it out.
At first, and then
So
I saw like just Derek was just moving too easy doing the wheelbarrows and shit the whole time.
yeah, and Mike was too. You'll notice that throughout the season, like Mike's stamina wasn't that great as compared to the other dudes. He's too big.
Him and Mark. That's the comparison. Remember how Mark said like he's big and strong, but that whole stamina and running shit.
Yeah, so that's why the round's kind of good too, because he's big. He's not as big, but he can do both.
But when it came to the running portion, Mike was good. Man, I don't know, but that shit is hard as fuck. Like when it comes down to running finals, he don't really get gassed. I never seen him get gassed in the finals. They weren't as long or as strenuous back then, but I never seen him get gassed.
Them wheelbarrows look tough in that first. I forgot who said it. Who said it? I forgot. I was in some podcast, but somebody was like, they still got the scar from that challenge. I think it was Derek. Somebody said it. I forgot. I forgot. But somebody was like, yeah, I still got that scar from that challenge, and that shit was like 15 years ago. So that'll let you know. That'll let you know how hard it was.
I still got some scars on me from pledging, and that was like fucking 11 years ago.
Yeah, I can't relate to none of that, bro. I don't know about none of that. So what happened after what'd
that?
You say? Yeah.
After that, we find out pretty much that the elimination round is going to be you vote in who you want to face from the other team, so you don't vote your team in, you vote the other team.
Which I like that. I like it and I don't like it. I didn't like how it played out.
Why? Because one went strong, one went weaker.
No, it's just I don't want to spoil it, but the same person kept getting nominated over and over and over. And I got kind of boring after a while. It got too predictable. I should say that. I got too predictable.
If I remember correctly, you talking about Miz, right?
Yep.
I mean, hey,
they got too predictable.
I can't be mad then because I don't mind it nowadays when they do it to the rookie. So I can't be a hypocrite.
He's not a rookie though.
I know, but none of them are. Was anybody a rookie? Who was a rookie that season?
Jamie,
maybe Shavonda too. Lane, I don't know.
Yeah. So that was.
That was when everybody. That was before it was just all right. We throwing in the rookies off the back. That was before that era.
I mean that's true, but still, I didn't. It was all right.
But yeah, the good guys ended up voting in Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad guys ended up voting in Mike the Miz. And they let you know that the next every other challenge is going to be for a life shield. And if you win the life shield, and you're one of the nominees, you have to take yourself down. If you win the life shield and you're not, then you can replace yourself with the other person if you want.
Yeah, man. I like that strategy, man. I like these episodes too. That's another thing. These episodes are short. 20, 25 minutes. I like that. I don't need an hour of I don't need half an hour of bullshit and 20 minutes of a challenge and 20 minutes of deliberation. I don't need that.
The one last thing I liked was the end of the episode shit. Where they like just play some random funny ass clip.
Yo, I don't remember them doing that. When they start doing that?
They used to do it all the time back in the day. I don't remember if it was the first episode or the second one. But that whole landing, running, and jumping onto the tree like a fucking monkey. Did you see that shit?
Yeah. Him and Alton should have a climbing contest.
That shit seemed like that don't seem like the easiest thing to do. Like that shit looks like it hurt.
Nah, that should definitely hurt. That should definitely
He got some
hurt.
height. He got height when he did it too, and he did it like 5 times.
Yeah, nah, that should definitely hurt for sure. But yeah, what would you rate the first episode?
Not much went on. It just introduced you to everybody. I like the challenge.
The challenge is a 10 for me.
Yeah, I like the
10
challenge.
out of 10. 10 out of
Not
10.
much went on, but episode, I'm gonna give it like an 8.
Yeah, 8. Kind
I
of
love the
keep it.
cast. Love the fucking cast for the most part. Great challenge. Like the
It's the
format.
second best cast of all time. You could argue second or third.
I know the
To me, the best
cast.
cast. Oh, that one too. I didn't think about that. But top 4 is the dual Inferno. The first Inferno's cast is lit. Because I had Coral and Katie on there. The Gauntlet had them. And Inferno too.
The Gauntlet
The
first
Gauntlet,
time.
actually, nah, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. Take the Gauntlet out, put Fresh Meat in. Fresh Meat cast is all right. You don't like Fresh Meat cast? The first one.
Because the second cast on Fresh Meat had a lot of good new faces
actually,
too.
you know what?
Like they had some heavy hitters that second one.
You know who had a nice cast? The Ruins. The Ruins cast is lit. What? Yo, they had Jaqueen V. They had Johnny, Darrell, Brad, Kenny, Evan.
That season was just like a steamroll. Like,
nah, I'm just.
I know I'm just saying just a cast, but whenever I think about that season, I think it was just a fucking steamroll the whole time.
I know.
We knew what it was.
Like the challenge, but the
but I think Rivals 1 had a good cast.
Had a good cast too. You're right. You're right. So there's some good casts out there. There's some good ones. But yeah, like I said, 8 out of 10. First episode. Not a bad way to start off, but you want a little more after that. Oh shit. The Cavs just got Donovan Mitchell. Fuck. He was supposed to go to the Knicks. Ain't that some shit?
He was hoping. I know he was hoping.
Nah, I'm not super devastated about it, to be honest.
You good on that other nigga y'all just picked up?
He all right too. He ain't nothing special. Knicks ain't making the playoffs. But anyway, let's go to episode.
And then hold up, the Vikings. What you think about that trade for Denzel?
Denzel who? Mims?
Mims.
When the fuck did this shit happen? Today?
Yesterday, y'all traded for that nigga.
Bro, I wasn't. I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm a little behind on my sports because I had to do some sampling shit, some wine shit I had to sample, and then the kids got sick, so I didn't pay attention to shit.
You going to wine tasting now, nigga?
Nah, bro. Like, yo. So I had to do this thing where I thought I was gonna sample some spirits. So when I got there, they was like, yo, you can't sample this because it's too much alcohol, and it's like 35% alcohol. It's too much. So you just gotta demonstrate it. I was like, fuck it. So I was just sitting there chilling for 3 hours. Huh?
Was this for work?
Yeah, it was like a little part-time gig. I got like $80 for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Probably like 70 something after taxes, probably 67 after taxes. But for 3 hours, I was just standing there. Hell yeah, I do that every time. I'll do that every time. But anyway, back to the challenge. Let's recap episode 2. It was called Juice It Up, I think. No, shit, I forgot what the episode was called.
Episode 2, yeah, it was called Juice It Up.
It was the Juice It Up? All right, Juice It Up. This one I liked a lot more. I love this episode. It got one of the funniest moments of all time to me at the end. That shit had me dying. But
what moment?
I when we get to the deliberate, like who volunteered to go to the elimination.
Oh,
the elimination shit. That shit was funny. But in this one, I don't remember too. Nothing really went on. The challenge was cool though.
Yeah, you had to put on these stilts, run to the other end of the field, and get grapefruit, and run back and try to squeeze the juice into the fucking cup.
That shit is funny and hard.
Hell
Did you know what a stilt was? because I didn't know.
Yeah,
I remember Darrell was like, "What the hell is a stilt?"
But I'm used
I
to
didn't
the
know.
old school log wooded stilts, like the old school jaws with a log wood.
How the hell did you know what that was?
Seen
I
it
never
on
heard
shit.
of that.
You did? Oh, I just like seen it on random shit, like on movies and
Nah.
TV shows.
I know Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. That's the only stilt I ever heard of in my life.
And that's why he had them long ass legs, them long skinny ass legs.
Nah, but this was a good challenge, man. So it was 1-on-1. You know, the fastest total time was the winner. Whoever, it was each heat. So one person from the good guys went against one person from the badasses, and whoever had the best time won. So in the first,
it was more of a like a cumulative time. Because if
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, you're right.
Won, then the clock kept running until like the
Yeah,
badass finished.
it was like a relay almost.
Yeah. And this
So,
goes back to what I was saying earlier about motherfuckers shit being good, but shit in the bed.
well, in the first heat, it was Abe against Julie, and Julie smoked him. She won by like 20 seconds.
Yeah, smoked him.
I was like, oh shit.
League.
And she had the same thought I had. I was like, oh, the good guys is winning. They're going to win this. Because I was tight the first episode because we lost.
If not for that one person, they would have won. That one person killed
true.
The whole thing.
That's true.
The whole thing.
I used to treat this shit like my sports team. So I was mad as hell when we lost the first challenge. I was mad. I remember going to school mad. I was mad. So Julie won the first heat. And then the second heat, Brad went against Veronica. Brad killed Veronica too.
Smoked them boots.
So by the end of the first two heats, the good guys was up by over a minute. By like 70 seconds. That's a lot of
time. I think the first heat it was like 40 seconds, wasn't it?
Something like that.
It was like
it might have been a minute.
It got up to like a minute. It got up to like
something
a minute
like that.
Before that
was like they smoking them. And then the third heat, John. I forgot who John was going against. But John fell. He fell, but he still won his heat.
Still won.
So it was 3 for 3. I'm like, oh, this is easy. This is easy.
And at that point, I think they was up like a minute. They was up like a minute at that point.
Yeah, minute and 15 seconds. Damn, I wish I remember who he went against. But in the fourth heat, it was Landon versus Derek. It was close, but Landon got that. So we 4 for 4 right now.
We're 4 for 4, and we had like a minute 20.
4 for 4. In the fifth heat, Karamo versus Darrell. Darrell, my boy, but he he lost. He fucked it up. He started losing. He didn't lose by that much though.
He lost by like, all right, so now it's like 115 again. 115.
Yeah, he lost by like 15 seconds. And then the next heat, Tanya beat Shavonda. So then she beat Shavonda by like 15 seconds. So the good guys lead is only 40 seconds right now.
Nah, it's not. Because I remember, it might be like 40, 50 seconds.
It was like 40 seconds. I got it right here. I forgot to write who John went against, but whatever. And then the next heat, Robin beat Beth by like 30 seconds. She smoked Beth. Beth was terrible. You think she'd be able to eat some shit. Nope. Beth got smoked.
And that takes it up to what? Like a minute 15 again? Minute 10?
Yeah. Then Jamie went against Dan. Dan won that to bring the lead down to a minute for the good guys. And then here go Jody and Tina. Oh man. Remember, mind you, the good guys are up by a minute, bro. A minute. Like what the fuck? So Jody go against my girl Tina. I was kind of happy. I always had a thing for Tina, bro. I don't know why. So I was like hoping. I was like, I hope Tina win. This is when I was what? This came out 2004, right? So this is 14-year-old me. I'm like, I hope Tina win. I hope Tina win, but the good guys still keep the lead because I love Tina. So Jody was killing Tina. Not killing, but she was winning. Jody was winning, and then somehow she knocks over the cup. Even Jamie was like, yo, how you knock the cup down? Like, how? And then she fell again. So, and then Tina smoked her. So after this heat, the bad guys went from being down a minute to up 37 seconds. That's crazy to me, bro. Like,
and you
what?
know the wild part is the same thing happened now that happened when I was a kid. I didn't realize that it flipped to the bad guys being up 37. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, so now the good guys lost like 30 seconds or whatever. Then the last one came, and I'm like, oh shit, they lost. I'm like, oh man, are you serious? This bitch, oh my god, bro.
Even Tina,
Same
I tried to
reaction
fuck
when I
with
was a
Tina.
kid.
Tina was like, yo, I killed this bitch. I was like, yo, you wildin'.
That bitch killed herself.
Like, she was like, yo, Tina was like, her team's looking at her like, her team's looking at Jody like she's a disgrace. I was like, yep, we are. We are. So the badasses have a 37-second lead. So then the last one, Mike has to go against CT, probably the greatest competitor of all time. He has to win, and he has to beat him by 38 seconds. So Mike wins, but you know, he didn't win by enough. So
and he
the
smoked his
badasses,
boots because Mike bust his ass like 2-3
yeah.
times.
So the badasses won that challenge by like 20 seconds. So they up 2-0. I'm mad as hell. I'm mad at Jody right now. I'm mad as shit.
I was mad. Like, yo, you
fucking
fucked
Jody.
that up.
Fucking Jody. But then, so this was a Life Shield challenge. So they revealed the Life Shield winners. And The Miz won the Life Shield for the good guys. So he has to volunteer. He has to nominate somebody.
He has to take himself off.
And CT won for the badasses. And you know, I knew CT wasn't wrong. He's like, nah, I'm not going. That's dumb. I'm not. I knew he wasn't going to do it.
Inferno. There's only one person he's doing that for.
Yeah, he's not doing that. So then after the mission, John goes up to the Miz and he volunteers. And Julie's the smart one. Because Julie and John were like close. And Julie was like, John, you shouldn't do this.
Bible thumpers.
Yeah. And then John's talking about just has Jesus sacrificed himself for us. I gotta sacrifice myself for the team. I was like, yo, that's a top 10 moment for me, man. I was laughing my ass off.
The funny part to me was at the end with Julie. They don't even get the symbolism behind it.
Yeah. I was like, nah, hell no. Like, you, what? There's a reason why his ass never came back. Fucking John. Like, what were you thinking, bro? Yeah.
He was just an all-star. He was just an all-star.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
Yes, he was. Wasn't he?
No.
Hold up. I'm about to check. I'm pretty sure that nigga was an all-star. Hold up. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. Finish talking while I look.
So John goes against Dan. And going into it, I knew Dan was going to win. I knew Dan was going to win because he's more agile than John. So first of all, let me explain what the Inferno was. They had to climb up some ladder and go across the ladder and do some little kicking thing.
They had to go across the handle, the monkey bar,
yeah,
a rope, and then it will release the puzzle drop down. You go down, you got to put the puzzle together, right?
Nah, that's the one. That's the one where they was climbing up a ladder up there.
Yeah.
And then they were kicking each other and shit until somebody came down.
Yeah.
I was like, they ain't gonna win this shit. Dan would have beat my ass in that shit. Man, I ain't kicking nobody. So just like I thought, Dan won the Inferno. And he didn't know why everyone was surprised that he won. They underestimated him. That's what he said. And then after the challenge, after the Inferno, the good guys were sad. I wasn't too sad. I didn't really care about John that much, bro.
I knew he was just gonna hold them back. He was gonna hold them back if he didn't leave now.
I ain't fucking care. But Julie was devastated, like you said. She's like, they don't understand the symbolism and blah 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 blah. But it was just like, yo, that was just too funny, man. That was a good episode. I would give the challenge another probably 9.5, 10.
I'll give about an 8.5, 9.
I'll give the Inferno like an 8 because it was quick. That's the thing about these Infernos too. These shits are quick. Probably like a 7. But overall, I would give that. Go ahead.
One thing I like about a quick one is that they show the whole thing. Nowadays they cut too much of that shit out. Like I want to see the whole fucking pole wrestle with Derek and Josh. I want you to cut that shit up.
But overall, I would give this episode a 9. It was definitely better than the first one, especially with that moment with John and Julie. It was definitely better. What would you give it?
Episode as a whole, like an 8.5, 9.
Yeah. So these first 2 episodes are golden, man. Like
it's gonna be.
I have no
these episodes are so short. It's gonna be hard for them to be like under a 7 for me. I'm thinking because they so short that it's packed with all the shit. So it's gonna be hard to get below like a 7 or 8 for me. I can already see. Well, for what I remember.
Yeah. So I'm excited to do these recaps. I mean, Inferno is one of my favorite seasons. Inferno 2, one of my favorite seasons of all time. My overall thoughts was the good guys was getting smoked. I was starting to lose hope after these first 2. Like they lost 2 challenges back to back like that. Especially the second one after they had the lead and they blew it.
That's why I felt like they started doing these themes because Road Rules is just kicking real world ass all the time.
Yeah. But nah, I love these episodes, man. Shout out to Darrell, shout out to the Miz, Landon, shout out to the whole cast. Shout out to John and Julie for that funny moment too. That was hilarious, man. I think he got an interview on YouTube where he talks about it.
Is this guy that
Mike Lewis? Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Mike
shout
Lewis.
out to Mike Lewis. Yeah. So shout out to Mike. But I think John's on there, so I might have to check that out, see what the fuck he was thinking, man. I got to.
He talked about this?
I would assume so. I mean, what else he gonna talk about? Like he wasn't on nothing else.
I saw one either on Derek or Mark podcast. They got the chick, Joe, who quit when they had the party the first night, and she talks about that. I kind of want to see her that and what the fuck made her quit. Like,
I want to see that too. Yo, spin that. But before we, who?
She got Slim Girl Keith. You can't see though.
Yes, I can.
The one on the left, she got the skinny
it's
girl.
Those pants, bro. It's those pants.
Nah,
bro.
It was right next to me. It's back.
Oh. But any last thoughts on these first 2 episodes before we wrap up?
Great episodes. I'm only waiting for it to get better from here. It's bringing back my memory. So hey,
I don't know why he left, but this was the Hall Bros podcast. We'll be updated. We'll review the next 2 episodes next week. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Oh, hold on. Here he come. You hung up. You saw that girl. You decided to hang up. But yeah, we'll be back next week to wrap up to talk about the episodes 3 and 4,
and maybe 5 and 6.
Maybe 5 and 6. Fuck it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on these Inferno 2, your favorite moments. This your boy Nix.
Your boy L, but also